Hello, everybody, again. Welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host, Mike, and with me in the background is your favorite ninja, Kage.
Hi there.
And we have a special guest. He's back from an East Coast swing. We got Okameo! Kameo, you there?
What's going on, ladies?
He's back. For all you ladies out there in the Facebook group, Kameo is back, and he's going to give a take on three of the weed stocks that we are going to talk about today. And one of the stocks we're going to talk about, I didn't see a lot of news in this one, guys. I hope you guys all had a festive New Year's again, because we didn't talk to Kameo about his New Year's. What were you doing? Party out in Vegas, I saw?
Vegas, living up the dream.
Were you doubling down in Vegas?
Tripling down.
Tripling down? Hopefully.
Go home. Go big or go home, they say.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that I saw you were playing on Facebook there, so gotta love throwing out the dice there. Looks like we're gonna be talking about weed all day, so if you don't like it, well, feel free to see you tomorrow and never watch the show ever again or whatever.
Like it, put on Cheech and Chong up and smoke.
Yeah, because we're gonna go over Maui Wowie. We're gonna talk about all those deals, but the first stock we're gonna talk about today is AZFL. AZFL. Last tick was 0.006. Now, interesting enough, guys, on this stock, we had a lot of sentiment where the traders are pissed off on this. Now, first thing I'm going to say, any of you going on this show are saying that this is a pump and dump video. This is not anywhere near a pump and dump video because I'm going to cover the Bulls and the Bears as far as their takes and what they are saying. So if you guys come on here, I am going to troll the piss out of you when I go in the comment box. So I'm just going to tell you that right now because I'm covering every angle of this for you. Going on to this, so I'm going to show the chart on here, guys. Obviously, Camille, when we covered this a while ago, way back in the day, during the Q card bounce, you were up in like, say, March, Mayish. You were looking pretty good, and then this thing took a dumperooski. A lot of people got shorted, a lot of people got out. But would you want to know what they do? They actually engage in timber activities and operate in the Brazil forest. The company was founded in December 18, 2008 and headquartered in Miami, Florida. Amazonas Forestal is a Green America's concentrated bulk extracts. It has the highest quality of premium THC, free high CBD hemp bulk concentrates, crude oil, tea-free distillates, and 99.9% pure crystallate isolates. So, Kage, going on to StockTwits, because that's where the real traders are at. What do you got for us on that end as far as what the traders are actually really saying?
I'm seeing a lot of bulls for this one, but I see also a couple of bears. Which one do you want me to do first?
The Chicago Bears and the Chicago Bulls. What the hell's wrong with you guys?
Well, we're going to cover... I don't think we could talk about the Chicago Bulls or Bears because aren't they... they're not doing that hot right now, are they?
No.
I think
the Bulls might be. I don't know.
I think the Bears might be working on the #1 draft pick for football. Sorry if you're a Bears fan. I'm just stating the obvious there. You know, no offense or nothing, but I think they're working on the top pick, aren't they? There, Camille.
I think so.
You can go with the Bulls on this one first if you have any. I saw a lot of Bears when I was looking.
All right, I'll take a look at some of what the bulls are saying. There was one quote here. Jeep Life 101 says, AZFL bullish. Okay, well, one of the
bullish, huh?
Yeah, they. That's what they're indicating it as.
Okay.
Anyway, AZFL. Okay, well, if you're one of those who sold before EOY, good. Thanks for playing. Now that you have made zero money from this in 2021. Why not build a massive POS at the bottom?
What's a POS? What does that mean?
That would be piece of shit. So just for anybody that didn't know. So the thing is here is that the sentiment here is that there is some loading, and I have seen it on there in the comment boards. There is loading of this stock. The problem is that there's a lot of naysayers. They could be downline. They could be eating their own lunch because this thing could. I see something happening here. I possibly see something coming. So I did see a tractor in a field that someone did take online.
Let's get back to Talkwiz or Talk.
Well, I would get back to it, but I want to point out that it was a funny video of this stock. Some guy posted this saying, "Hey, this is Amazonas Florestal, and they're out farming the field." And the guy's like, "Dude, they're not farming the field. That's not Brazil. That's Bakersfield, California." So I'm seeing a lot of fake stuff out there too, man. I'm just saying. So going back to StockTwits, because that's where the real traders are at. What do you got there?
Another one from Walt Default. He says, AZFL. These things are hard to predict and never guaranteed. I got in this at 0.0022, averaged down twice, and now I'm waiting. I get on here to see if there is any useful information about stocks, but it is more of a vent portal for frustrated investors.
Oh, dude.
Just don't put all your eggs in one basket and don't gamble all your money at once. Cheers to 2022, being the year we communicate on here with less emotion and more information.
Well,
He's got a picture of two mugs clinking.
Yeah, someone needs to buy him a drink and stuff, because that's not how it is on there. That's the deal. Is the game is you got to have some entertainment. So there's trolling on here. There's entertainment. There's lots of information, man. You're just on the wrong board, wouldn't you say there, Kage and Camille?
Yes, sir.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, you're just on the wrong board, bro. There's decent information on here. You just have to go to other boards. This is probably one of the as far as negative boards, because the investors aren't happy with what happened. I mean, they're seeing a downtick in their investment, so they're kind of pissed off. So you could see the sentiment, but if you went to other boards, you could see StockTwits. That's the real traders at. Where do you want to be, on freaking Kramer show on CBS, listening to that bull crap all day? I mean, come on, man.
I guess he's just looking for attention, is my guess.
Kage, Camille, what would we call that one? A Sour Patch there, or what?
What do you mean, Sour Patch?
Doesn't
They're
he?
all Sour Patches.
It sounds like he's a Sour Patch. I mean, sorry to say, dude. I don't mean to troll you on there, bro, but I mean, it's that would Camille would give you the Sour Patch award. I'm just saying. So go to some other boards and check that out. He'll probably come after me on there, but it is what it is. I'll take my I'm not allowed to say I'll take the L on the show. So you remember that? Remember when that happened there, Camille?
They're not taking the L anymore?
Yeah, remember I can't take the L on the show anymore, because if I take the L, then I'll go down, and you get trolled on that one. So anyways, what else we got on there, Kage?
Well, there's a few bears in this one, so I'll read one from Classified Rain.
Okay.
It says bearish. AZFL, so happy I only bought 10,000 of these and never added more.
Yeah, that's because he hopefully he didn't add in on the top end and then got hit on the bottom end and lost his anus, kind of like some of your other ones. Like, I know USMJ, we're going to possibly talk about it. That's one where a lot of people had a lot of hype 10 years ago, and that one's another pissed off board right there. Going into the website, and the reason why we do some of this stuff, guys, is because we don't want you getting caught into a pump and dump or anything like that is a thing, and so that's why we're covering this, so you can get the sentiment from both sides, so you can feel like where you're going to be at, and as far as cover some of this. So we have covered this website before, but we're trying to cover the tea leaves of both sides, so you get. So that's the purpose of the show. If some of you don't understand the purpose of it, so anyway, because you go on some shows and you just see a graph, and the guy's like, "Yeah, I think this is you should buy at this point." No, we try to provide entertainment. And we try to provide some.
What the hell are you, a robot now or what?
Well, I try to be a robot, because sometimes you go on those shows and it's like the resistance chart going into the fourth quarter. We have looks like the price point is like, if you want to go to that show, go to that show. I don't know where it's at. So if you want to have some pure entertainment here, come here. A bunch of clowns. So what else you got there, Kage? Before we move on to the news on this, there's very little, which is interesting, which brings up another point I'll bring up to you there, Cameo, in a second about what I think.
Well, let's see, another one. This is from Jar Jar Stonks.
Oh,
he says,
got Jar Jar.
AZFL. Well, what did the management expect? Never followed through on anything, and now they're back to where they were a year ago. Awesome. And he's got a laughing face.
Yeah, that's the thing is you got a lot of shareholders here that are pretty pissed off, not happy about what's going on. Going into this, there was a Yahoo plug there, Kage and Kameo, November 4th, 2021. It's old news, and it looks like they said Green America Laboratories GAL has presented building plans presently under review by the local county building and planning authorities. The team expects approval to proceed the building and installation of the state-of-the-art laboratory systems in the coming weeks. They're going to give out free smoke and free CBD oil to all the... No, I'm just kidding. They didn't say that on there.
Free smoke, pump
Yeah.
the jam.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I gotta get the free smoke.
Yeah,
in my hand.
I think some of the shareholders are probably going to want... That's fake news, guys, and I don't want any of the fake checkers coming on the show saying
What's
anything.
wrong with the fake news, man? Quit giving people false information.
I'll try not to give
You
them
sound
fake
like
news.
Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, I do sound like that. Oh, don't say that there, Kameo. You might get censored by the powers that be. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
You tell them powers that be.
Strike two.
My power.
Yeah. So it looks like it says...
Under the power of the D. Forget the B.
It looks like they said the lab's configuration manufactured by Precision Extraction Solutions has a capacity to produce 22... Kameo, check this out. 225 liters for pure CBD distillates daily once operational, and be the largest bulk manufacturer cannabinoid concentrates in South Florida company. Project 2022. $30 million for GAL. The past week, AZFL has also reported its third quarter financial results and disclosures for revenues and gross profit levels. Looks like they said the company posted consolidated revenues from operations from $4,885 million and more than $500K in gross profit in quarter ended September 30th, 2021. You have any other information that's important, Kage, on StockTwits as far as any news that anybody broke that's trying to break?
This one from Logan Traders. He says AZFL. My prediction is the CEO of AZFL will continue to F over his investors. Enjoy yourself for now. Karma
F
always
over?
comes back.
Yeah, that's what it's...
What's an F over? I don't forgot. I mean, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah,
dude.
make sure you look. We might have to look that up. Should we go to fakecheck.com or maybe what's the other one? Unreliable sources on CNN. Maybe that one might work.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
I got a post. I got a post on the Facebook group for AZFL. This is comes from Josh Farrell. He said, "So they ran off and took everybody's money. Laugh out loud for the record. This is the shittiest way to run a company ever. If I've ever invested in whatever they do, please don't lift a hand in something positive to stop the fall to 0.0000." You think he's going for a hot take on that one, guys? We got some pretty pissed off investors, man.
Yeah, they're angry. I don't know why they're so angry, though.
Well, I tell you what I got. I've got a special treat from China for the guy for the listeners of the show. Are you guys ready for this? This is what I think of this stock. So you could do what you want to do and find your buy point, but I've got your basketball right here. I've got the pump, and I'm going to insert it to it. And you ready for this, Kameo? Pump up the jam. Pump it up a little more. Won't you do it? Oh, why? What can't you say? There you go. Pump. Make my day. So yeah, this stock, I'm just going to call it the pump up the jam stock. I had no news on that. So what do you think, guys? We're out on this one?
We're good on this one.
Yeah. What's your opinion? I gave my opinion. So
Watch your ass. Watch your ass. Watch your ass. And watch your pennies.
is that what you're saying on this one? Kage, what's yours on this one?
Yeah, I'd probably give this one a wide berth.
So yeah, basically what Kage's saying in code is he's going to give it a hard pass. Is that what you're saying there, Kage?
Yeah.
Okay.
A wide berth.
Okay. So we did cover it. We were fair. I'm sure some of the homers out there will say that we're not fair and we're piles of crap, but feel free to watch the show like never again if you don't like what we're talking about.
I've heard that my whole life, so it's nothing new. You ain't
Yeah.
gonna offend me.
Nope. So we're going to move on to the next, and we'll be out in 2 and 2. See you back. Okay, guys, the next stock we have is SNDL. SNDL, last tick was 0.6178. This stock is completely is hard traded. There's a lot of sentiment towards the upswing on this one. Obviously, it was high in the $3 range going into. We've covered this before. Going into the early days during May 21st, and it's constantly changed hands all the time. Heavily shorted, but still a good, decent deal there. Sundial Growers engages in the production and distribution of flower, pre-rolled, and vapes. The firm offers licensed producer ACMPR cannabis, medical cannabis, health and wellness cannabis extracts. The company was founded by Stanley, can't pronounce his name, and is headquartered in Calgary, Canada. So Calgary, Canada. Going into stock twits, because that's where the real trader's at. What do you got for sentiment, Kage, on this one before I go into the news of what's breaking on this? Because I have some breaking news as of 3 days ago.
Tuning in to Stock Wiz. We got the breaking news.
He's got the Stock Wiz, right? That's what they should change to, is Stock Wiz, but it's Stock Twits. By the way, Kameo, we actually got corrected on that. Some dude said, because we were pronouncing it Stock Wits, and we actually got fake checked, and we were Stock Twits. So it is Stock Twits, guys, and we took our L on that one. Yeah, but I'm not going to pay attention to some guy that says dropping the L on the show, so we won't do that. Anyway, so what do we got there? What do we got there, Kage, as far as for the Twitters there, the stock Twitters?
I'm seeing mostly bulls for this stock. Like this comment from JJ Trading. He says SNDL. Another sector that was hot today was the cannabis sector. So keep this one on watch. Penny stock with great volume with history of big runs.
Here's an interesting take for both of you. So, what's to say that the Democrats could get me censored for saying that? What's to say that they, just because they're trying to get votes for the upcoming 2022 elections, what do you think of, this is just speculation, but would you speculate that they would float a universal federal, cannabis across the United States kind of bills kind of thing? Just float that out there? You think they're gonna try any of that kind of scam or something like that to try to drum up votes?
I don't think it's going to be enough to get them what they want. So
that's the thing. Is it going to be weed, or is it going to be pay at the pump more? Because they could run that by people, and people might take it just because they're going to try everything. That's the thing that people don't understand. They're going to try everything to keep power. That's one thing they could do. The good news for us that own weed stock is that, yeah, we would get, and I don't carry the cooler for any party. I'm not saying any party line. What I am saying is that those of us that have weed stock could make some dineros there. So that's just something I'm speculating, throwing out there. That's not on the table, but don't put it past them. So, and don't go and dump any of your weed shares either, because you never know what could happen. Anything could happen. So, interesting enough, guy. What's your take on it before I move on to that article, Camille? What's your take? Would you put it past them to try anything like any crazy things like that?
They're gonna do whatever it takes to be where they're at. So they're gonna give away free money, free weed, free whatever you want. It's gonna be there.
Because this is interesting enough. If any of you haven't paid attention, they are piss poor polling right now, all across the board. They can't even cover themselves in the alphabet polls right now. That's all the analytics across the board. You can go to Politico or go to any of them, right-wing, left-wing polls. They are in the pisser right now. They're floating federal universal mailing for voting right now. So they're crapping their britches right now about everything that's going on with their polling. So I wouldn't put it past anything, and everything I'm saying right now is speculative, what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that I wouldn't put it past them. Kameo and Kage are saying the same thing. So that's something that could be out there. So just something to keep in mind going forward. Going on to the stock news. This comes from, what is this? Stock News it's called. Of course, this is going to piss off the apes, but it starts out as this. Because they call you meme traders. You're not a trader, you're a meme trader. The stock is popular among meme investors and has been mentioned in many posts on Reddit. Forum Wall Street Bets. They don't like that site either, because that's, of course, that's an insurrection site or something like that, according to the Alphabet News, and according to Kramer and them. But Reddit forum Wall Street Bets over the last 7 days, however, approximately 60% of the comments were negative, indicating the bearish sentiment. SNDL dropped 32% and is the past 6 months 5%. What does that tell you? that they're writing an article making that they're trying to get a lot of your traders to dump. This way, their guys can go in and grab the cheap shit because they know something's going down, and that's speculative too. But that's a pattern that they do all the time. They write these. That's why you can't trust anything that's out on the web sometimes, because anything that's in that top Google machine, because they're trying to discourage you, so their buddies on the bottom can pick up the cheap seat. Their buddies on top can pick up the cheap seats. Because who do you think pays to write the articles there, guys? It ain't me. It's the paymaster. The paymasters pay to write. Yeah, that's also another thing we've been accused of being paid off. Both of us, Kameo and Kage, have been accused, and me have been accused as pumpers just to sell freaking views on YouTube. Give me a break. We've got decent paying jobs. That's the last thing we're doing is trying to sell for views. We're just giving the information because we like having fun on the show. That's the purpose of the show.
We love giving stuff away for free.
And we like giving stuff away for free like we do on the show. Anything we make off the show, we mostly give away for free. So keep in mind for the next drawing. I could give away that basketball. It's brand new, by the way. I just stuck the needle into it. But if you want it, put your name in the comments section and you might get it and I'll send it to you. So it looks like SNDL. See, here's the key here why they're saying it's slumping, it's dumping, because SNDL is currently exploring potential acquisition of Alcana Incorporated. It is, Kameo, you'll like this, the largest liquor retailer in Canada. We already knew that because we covered that, I believe, a week or two ago, didn't we, Kage?
I think we did.
Yeah. Alcana has 74 retail cannabis stores in provinces in Canada. Another thing there is that they're drinking away and smoking away because what else they got to do there? They're freaking locked down in Prison Planet. If approved, this acquisition should expand SNDL's national footprint significantly. Alcana's board of directors has encountered and encouraged investors to vote for the acquisition in the special meeting scheduled on January 7, 2022. Leading independent proxy advisors firm ISS and Glass Lewis also recommend Alcana shareholders to vote for the merger. So there you have it on that. What do you have, Kage, on the real traders on stock twits?
I'm seeing mostly bears, like before, but I see a couple of ones here. It looks like there's a Mr. Rogers giving double middle fingers or something for SNDL.
I've seen that in the clown mask too. Interesting enough, it was up though. What are the actual bears saying? I'm interested in their takes.
Looking for a couple of comments for them. It looks like
you don't have Mr. Rogers with the clown mask on there because that pops up a lot on there.
Clown mask on Mr. Rogers, I'm afraid.
That's really bad to put a clown mask Kameo on Mr. Rogers.
That is an image that I don't think I'll ever be able to get out of my head. It's because you never, with someone as calm and as measured as he was, you'd never put that past him.
Nah, you don't want to mess around with Mr. Rogers, wouldn't you say there, Camille? That's bad karma.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what are some of the some of the comments from the Bears? I just want to hear all the takes on that, just for the real traders that are out there.
I'm not sure if this is a bear, but this is it from Wicked Samad. Things I learned as a new investor in 2021. SNDL is a great long play lotto card. 2. Don't buy high and sell low, then repeat in panic. 3. Don't take advice from people on ST. 4. Stay away from Robinhood.
Yeah.
5. Bears are bad and bulls are good unless you're a bear.
That was actually a decent take. Yeah, don't buy on the high, guys. If you're seeing, obviously it's showing up in the topmost search stocks right now. That doesn't. Anytime you see the topmost search talked about stocks, that does not mean you want to go out and get on open a Robinhood. If you're new, start with paper trading and things like that. It's Kameo's number one rule is you're going to get on the top. And what happens on Friday there, Kameo?
On Friday because you can speed on the highway.
Yeah, it's Skilo Friday, and you can even speed on the highway. The big dogs out there, they'll go and drive the price up, and they'll poop out, and they'll buy, especially in the summertime, they'll go out and buy their booze and boats and stuff for their chicks and everything, and they're dumping on Friday, and you're going to get caught on the back end. So you do not want to be buying like on the pump and be getting caught on Skilo Friday on Friday, because you'll be playing that song that you wish you were a little bit taller and you wish you were a baller and you wish you had a girl to admit that you would call her, because that's what will happen if that happens. So, and go check out his album. It's actually really good. So he should have sold more than just that song. So what else you got there, Kage?
I wish it was a baller.
That was a good song.
This is from Monopoly Mustache. He says bullish for SNDL.
What's bullish? What does that mean?
He's just got a clown on there. You're good.
All right. He says, I first want to address NASDAQ compliance and the possibility of a reverse share split or share consolidation.
Mm-hmm.
We are acutely aware that some of our investors are spending an enormous amount of time and energy obsessing over our NASDAQ compliance or reverse split. We are compelled to address this to stop the spread of misinformation and hope the use of flawed logic. First, Sundial's management and board are unanimously committed to retaining our NASDAQ listing and will proactively take all necessary steps to remain compliant with NASDAQ rules, period.
That's an interesting take to have. What's that?
Period, dot, comma. It's your baby's mama.
Yeah, that'll be that too. You could, if you cash in on this, you could be doing that. It just depends where you're at and where you got in and everything like that. But like I said, this is one of the most volatile ones. So the Motley Fool had a plug here. It looks like it says key points from Sundial. Sundial's fortunes are improving.
Girls.
See, he's thinking of Motley Crue there. See, that's what Motley Fool should get their intro before you get on the website to girls there. Looks like Sundial's fortunes are improving. The new investment could throw more fuel on the fire. But there's also better alternatives in the cannabis sector that investors should buy. Don't bet on the stock to outperform for the market just yet. As a result of the favorite meme, see, they like to call it a meme stock. They love that narrative. They got to have a hero or something like that, man.
That sounds racist, dude.
Dude, it could be. I don't know. I don't know what they do with that. You never know.
What's a meme stock? I don't understand that. What's wrong with these people?
They like to throw all. You're going to get hit up online for that, right?
For what?
So if you want to go to the Facebook group and you can talk to Cameo directly and you want to have a conversation and troll with him, probably not a good idea, but if you want to, you could comment to him on, he is the admin of the group. So join the group and throw in your comments here if you're offended by anything. He'll love to challenge you and happy to deal with you. Right, Cameo?
Oh, yeah.
That was a joke, guys, by the way, but if you didn't get it, that's all good. As a result of favorite meme stock traders, Sundial Growers isn't a typical cannabis company. The market cap is $1.3 billion and trailing revenue of $47.2 million Canadian dollars, $36.5 million to be exact. Sundial is neither profitable nor rapidly growing. One of the reasons to believe those conditions to be proving is also the strong chance investors could do better looking elsewhere. See, they're trying to drift you away, guys. Something must be going on with the boys.
The shit must be drifting away.
Yeah, they're trying. You notice how they're all parroting each other? They do the same thing. They talk about they pick their angle where they want to parrot, whether it's Civil War or what's another good one? Steel dossiers or this or that, and now they're the meme traders, and if you go down the list, they'll parrot themselves all through.
Apes. Go apes.
Yeah, go apes. Exactly. That it's just gonna, whatever you guys do in the media, it's just gonna increase the ape army. The ape army is just gonna be freaking. It's just gonna make them more powerful, and more people are gonna join the ape army. We're recruiting every day, so well, there's reason to believe that.
Weed every day.
Why didn't do that? Smoke every day. There's also reason to believe that those conditions could be improving, and there's also strong chances investors could do better by looking elsewhere. Let's consider one of the arguments favoring the Sundial stock, and one argument against it is the good choice is to add it to your portfolio. The bull case is the rising efficiency and acquisition of both bode well. That's the good line. The bear case is too many alternatives. So we're not going to go into the whole article, but we're just going. You can go read it yourself. But we covered a little bit what they said, so you can read both of their takes, because this is not the Motley Fool Hour. And if we read the whole thing, you would go to sleep and turn the show off. What do you got for the real traders on StockTwits, Kage?
Let's see.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go!
It's our favorite ninja.
I don't like it when people interrupt me. Seriously. Okay.
Oh, there's a rivalry going on there. Now we got it. We like our favorite ninja though, Kage.
Yeah, of course.
Don't meet him in a back alley either, guys. It's not good for your health. Don't meet Kameo in a back alley either. It's not good for your health either to meet Kameo in a back alley. I'm just saying.
I just want some pizza right now, dude. I've been hanging out with the Ninja Turtles, so.
Yeah, but if you buy him some pizza, he might be nice to you. He's always nice to the girls though, so.
All right. This is from Sundial to Moon. He says, SNDL, only levels that matter to me right now is 0.5255 and 0.69 to decide if we put in a lower low or a higher high.
Mm-hmm.
So far, looks like the lower high is on the daily. Expect to push and break the 0.69 and go test the 200 SMA and upper trend line of the wedge.
Do you want to know my prediction of this stock?
Wedge, huh? The wedge.
He's got a graph that has like a wedge going.
Yeah. My prediction of this one is it's going to fall the same way it always does. It'll be driven up and then it's going to fall it's going to be played around with like it all does in the week, and then people are going to sell off on Friday. But here's the but, guys. Going down the line, going into February and March, like Kameo, when we were going into these before, you're gonna see some kind of news movement, and this thing's gonna go bonkers like the rest of the weed stocks, because they have to do. There's gonna be something going on. I don't know what it is, but there will be some kind of news popping, and you'll see these come back and rebound, and then everybody that's been duped, because they're parroting these news companies are parroting the negative news, which means someone's going to come and grab the cheap stuff, and then someone's going to go, I bought 50,000 shares or something like that. It just seems like the pattern that always happens, wouldn't you say?
That pattern always happens. You just got to watch your eyes all the time.
Yep, and don't pay it. Remember, signal, not noise. Do not let these people distract you. Stay on freaking target all the time. What else you got there, Kage?
Let's see. Another one from D58. He says, SNDL, could this be the week or we back down at 60?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Oh.
See what happens. Well, my take on this one is obviously it's still a swing. It's very volatile. If you're new, stay out of it. Just don't get you could possibly go to paper trading, check it out. Go to
Robinhood and figure it out.
Or go to Robinhood, or go watch Ricky Gutierrez's stuff if you want to learn how to trade.
Watch Kage.
Go or that, yeah. So I'm out on this one. What else you guys got?
I'm out on this one too. I think we covered it pretty fairly.
Yeah. What about you there? Do you have any takes on this one before we peace out on this one?
They need to go watch the Mike show, or I don't know what it's called, Lunchbox Educational Show. Maybe they'll learn how to do some.
I think, yeah, because we've covered this like 3 times there. So, but you got to keep on staying with the news there on that one. So we're out on this, and we're going to the next. Okay, guys, the next stock is we got trolled on this one last time for covering it, but it's trending, so we're covering it. USMJ, last tick is 0.007. Smoke if you got them. Again, you got the chart on this one, guys, is pretty awful, but it's trending up again. It's trying to come back to life. I'm sure the comments will be interesting again on the stock Twitters. Looks like North America Cannabis Holdings engages in the services to build hemp and cannabis products. The company is headquartered in the free state of Dallas, Texas, in a blue county, though, unfortunately. What do you got on stock twits to where the real traders are at? We went to the website. You got stacks of boxes and everything for orders to go out. Whether orders are going out, that remains to be seen. What do you got on your end?
I see quite a bit of bears for this one.
There's going to be a lot of bears. And that's the thing. Before any of you go ahead and say, "Oh, we're promoting this," we're not promoting this. We're trying to bring knowledge to people as far as what traders are actually saying to it, so no one gets caught up in the pump up the jam. Because there are newbies that are out there, right, Camille. We've seen them where they sometimes they come out and comment to us like, "We wish we would have listened to you before, so we didn't get taken," right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, you remember those too there, Kage or Cameo, don't you? Yep, all the time, man. It's just like, at least it's not happening anymore. But before, when the show first started out with some new people that were jumping aboard, they were like, "Man, I'm glad I found you guys." So what do you got there, Kage, so far? And I've got some old news. I'm still trying to figure out why this is trending, but maybe someone, the other traders out there, can help us.
Do you want me to cover Bears first or Bulls?
Let's do the positive first, because no one really wants to hear the negative, even though the negative's hilarious.
This is from Levine44. He says bullish. USMJ, the USDA just approved NY's hemp plan, and there's other ones about like
U.S. hemp plan.
It's a big move and whatnot with other people.
He said U.S. hemp plan.
New York's hemp plan.
Oh, New York's hemp plan. Okay, I sorry, my ears are shot. Too much listening to Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg back in the day with my system. Don't put 2 12s and a 1,000-watt in a small car, dude. It'll freaking blow your brains out. So I'm just saying. So coming from somebody that's 45. So.
This is another comment from Mike Buck 90.
Oh, says, Mike Buck, huh? That's an interesting name. I'm sure that's real.
Bye. And it's got a clip of Bryant saying, "Shut up and take my money."
Hey, Cameo.
What?
What do you think of that name, Mike Buck? I'm pretty sure that's a real name, right?
Buck the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they're gonna nail you on that one, man. That's gonna get the sensors going. Now, thanks a lot. That's gonna take an hour to get buffered on their systems. You know the algorithm's gonna pick you up on that one, dude.
Oh, well, I wasn't thinking you was doing
they're all
real name. Like, that's what came to my head.
They're all upload time 1.5 hours to check for censoring. Yeah, guys, why don't you go ahead and say some stuff about other things to make, you know what I'm talking about. We're talking in code because you don't want to pick that up in the algorithm. What else you got there, Kameo or Kage?
Let's see. This one here from No Fear Here. He says, "Well, I lowered my standing order to 0.0004 for 10 million more shares, with the Republicans now having a bill to legalize and the Democrats in wanting to legalize, and marijuana stocks popping every end of the year into February." It
is true. The issue, and Cameo, you remember this from February, from previous when we were covering these stocks. Do you remember when all these popped off? For the Earth, what is it? Vapor, U.S. Mary Jane. What was the other one? What's SNDL? Obviously.
Coffee, marijuana.
Yeah.
There's so many marijuana plants out there.
Yeah, February and March is the month.
Companies out there.
Yeah.
The competition is ridiculous.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. With this, and we talk about this with biopharmaceuticals and everything else like that. When this news pops, and February and March is the time, that's what we saw the pattern last time. All these things are patterns. So, with that saying, do you see the reason why on Google they're saying, "Oh, dude, this is the time to get out. They're going to the crapper tank because of this." Because they know you're going to dump, but we're here to tell you that you should probably not dump, because going down in February and March, these things could still pop, which they statistically and patternly do because of the growing season. So when they say that, they're trying to hook their buddies up, wouldn't you guys say, or is that a hot take?
Yep, trying to hook up everybody and their dogs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just want to leave us with nothing.
They want to leave us with nothing. That's exactly right. They want you to dump. They're going to pick your cheap shares up, and they're going to get it at a tenth, or I'm just giving an example, or a 1 penny, or things like that. And then they're going to go and they're going to knock it up 10 or 25 cents. And I'm just talking about stock, bullcrap stock, because it doesn't exist. I'm just making it up. But that's what they do. they get the cheap and they pump it up, and then they go out in the wind and they just took your cheap stuff and they ran all the way to the bank. That's the name of their game. So keep on listening to the Alphabet News, because they've been correct about pretty much every issue, about everything for the past never. So that's all I got to say anyway before the channel doesn't exist tomorrow. So on December 13th, 2020.
You know what? How about had it with you saying negative things like that about the channel?
Yeah, well, I'm Negative Nancy. Do you remember? We had to ban a few people for them calling that. What was that guy's name? Not gonna be on the. Not gonna be on the show anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's five. I don't know if you know this, Kage, but there's 10 people that are banned from this show right now.
Wow.
Yeah, there's 10 people that are hashtag of the world blocked for this show because they got on here and they trolled really bad. So if you want to troll, that's cool. You'll never be able to comment or be on the show, so we won't see your comments. So anyway, guys, so I got a plug related to products for USMJ. It looks like POW Group, PAOG, on the OTC market, announced the company line of RX full branded Spectrum CBD products are now available at usmj.com. POAG is developing both pharmaceutical and nutraceutical treatments based on its own proprietary extraction technology. Any of you guys got any experience with anybody you know with CBD or anything?
No, I can smoke it here and there.
Just Jets hum. Don't let the work find out about that. So you know.
I don't smoke it, dude.
That's what they all say. Anyway, so POAG is developing the pharmaceutical and nutraceutical treatments based on its own proprietary extraction technology. The RX branded products of POAG's first nutraceutical products. The RX branded products will be well received and now available for sale direct for consumers at usmj.com. Introduce the direct consumer sale through USMJ. The tongue-in-cheek reference they're doing there. They also have the soft gels, 900 milligrams. What would that do to somebody? That would knock their socks off them or calm them down pretty quick, huh?
Sure.
I would say it's probably better off than giving them crappy pills from over the counter, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, wouldn't you guys say with a lot of the experiences without getting censored, that these things would probably be better off than popping pills into your system for, I mean, if you need them and you're in really bad shape, but I would say that this would be a better option than doing stuff from over the counter as far as prescription wise, wouldn't you say?
Yes, sir.
I believe there's an epidemic that people don't want to, some people want to talk about it, but there's an epidemic called prescription drug overdose use. But some people don't want to talk about it, but we're here to say maybe people should start trying some CBD. Maybe it does help people. So the Remain Calm and Cool oral cannabinoid, the non-intoxicating chemical found in cannabis, enhances the body's endocannabinoid activation. CBD decreases anxiety, which is shown, which we were talking about. Should be better than using the other crap that they're using. Heart rate and arterial pressure in humans, thus calms your body. 30 soft gels, 30 mgs of CBD, fractional coconut oil, non-GMO sunflower, full spectrum hemp oil, gelatin, and full spectrum CBD. Relax RX full spectrum CBD, tincture 1800 mgs. That would be milligrams for people that don't know who that is. And don't call me on that one either, because that was a bad joke. So they're basically talking about their oral cannabinoid non-intoxicating chemical found in cannabis enhances their own body's activation there. What do you guys have to say about that? They also have a muscle salve 900 milligram for as well. It inhibits the pain receptors. So that would take away from addicting painkillers that we see over the market with that epidemic too. What do you guys have to say about that? Yeah. What about you, Kage?
I'm all for people not getting addicted to things.
Yeah. So and that's what I'm saying is that if this can take a leg off of Big Pharma and help people out, I'm all for it too, to get them away from that if there's a natural way to do it. All the flavors come in coconut oil, shea butter, fruit oil, java seed oil. They got all kinds of oils and stuff for your body for pain. So the flavors and smells, not flavors to eat. Don't want to get called on eating flavors. I meant smelling flavors. So bad talking there. I'll probably get trolled for that, but who cares? What else you got there, guys? On so let's go to what the real traders say. Enough of the news since it's still there. I would say that this one is a watch at least. Wouldn't you guys say?
I would say this is kind of a leap, but
yeah, it's a watch. I mean, you could be watching it for February, so we could be coming back to it and talking about it. We can't say it's a. What would you say, Cameo?
Stay the hell away from it.
You're not calling pump up the jam, pump it up. It's been on.
The theory behind it is yeah, they do good, and that's the thing is that we're talking about nothing but pump and dump. So if you like the penny stocks, the pump and dumps, it's an awesome and it's a very good stock. But otherwise, stay tuned for what Kage has to say about the good and the bad bear and the tiger and whoever else.
The boys and the bears. We had the cards and the bears yesterday, but we don't want to talk about that one. We don't want to piss off the Cowboy fans. They were pretty pissed off about that game. But anyway, let's go to stock twits because that's where the real traders are at. What else you got there, Kage?
Let's see. Christoph J. Demory says, USMJ, oh, thank the Lord. Is that dude that brought a bunch of shares and cried every day on this forum gone?
Yeah, you...
with a J. Always posted GIFs with his sobbing. Good riddance.
Yeah, if you bought...
Don't play the stock market. This dude should have invested in a Chase savings account.
Yeah.
That way he knows he's gaining that 1 cent a year in interest.
Like Cameo always says, nobody wants to hear from a Sour Patch, dude. If you're on the boards piss pouring about how you got taken, nobody's gonna feel. I mean, you can't even go on Twitter, Getter, Gab, whatever, and you can't go and talk about that because they're all gonna troll you all the time. You can't. If you bought on the high and you got taken, it is what it is, dude. Sometimes, like I said, you got to take your L. And apparently in society you're not allowed to say anything about that because you get trolled, but you got to take your L and complain about it all the time. Just move along and walk away. Get up and walk away.
But the word fall down 6 times, get up 7 times.
Yeah. What else you got?
This is a comment from No Fear Here. He says, USMJ, looks like the Republicans are going to try to beat the Democrats at legalizing weed.
Good play.
Together, that's why there was a jump on Friday at the end of the day in most weed stocks.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to that day. This little puppy's going to make me a lot of money.
And that's the thing that some of the old fart rhinos have to realize and stuff and get with the party, because the younger generation of that party, they've got to come on board. That's your McConnells, your Romneys, and your old fart brigade, part of the Uniparty, which they're not really part of any party, and they're just all the same with the Democrats, with Schumer and all them. But they all got to get on board on this if they want to get the younger vote. Otherwise, they're not going to get that. So I would say that they need to jump on board. But the Uniparty, they try to play this game like they're all holier than thou, and they're not holier than thou. So that's my take on that. What are you saying? There's stuff going on in Kentucky that you saw too? Is there something on the table there?
Some news on Twitter that said Democrat leaders are trying to get miracle marijuana legalized, and it will be the top 2020 legislative priority. Yeah,
it has to be for them because they're losing across the board on every issue there. They are circling the freaking drain, and it's showing up in all their polling. They have to have an issue, and so that's... And this is not me carrying the cooler for parties. I'm just telling you they have to have it because it is showing up in their polling. You won't hear this on Alphabet News. You won't hear that on anything because they're going to carry the cooler for the Uniparty. That's both parties. I'm going to tell you that's the issue for them, is they have to get a winning issue. Selling crap about insurrection and crap like that. People are cared about pocketbook issues, and they obviously care about the marijuana issue and things like that. They care about issues that pertain to them and them only. So that issue is probably, they're thinking about their pocketbook and they're thinking about themselves. So that is what it is. So what else you got? Anything else?
I think we gave this a good shake.
I'm just gonna say watch list for me. I'm just gonna be watching it. That's about it. What about you there, Camille?
What about what?
All right, is this probably what's your take on it? Is this just a watch list one for you, and it's just trending?
It's just a watch. For me, everything's watch until. I mean, I got to study my stuff really hard. That's what I do. Because hard-earning money is not easy to give up. So.
See, Kameo's smart here because Kameo will go through and he'll take his time and watch the patterns on the charts and everything. Same with Kage as well. They'll go through and watch the patterns on the charts. But like I said, if you're new and you're jumping into this and you're seeing it trending and you're like, hey, dude, I got to get in here and everything like that, just do some paper trading, the fake money. You can open up go to TD Ameritrade, open up a paper account and just paper trade and just do it that way. Don't throw your hard-earned dollars into things and get taken because these guys will go and laugh all the way to the freaking bank and take your money. So that's all I'm gonna say. What else? Anything you guys got to add?
No, I think we'll call it a night.
Okay. Are you out? You gonna toot the horn for us, Kameo, for on the run?
I'm over and out.
Oh, he's not. He's not.
I'm in the sleeper.
He's in the sleeper. He said, "Peace out to the old lady tonight," or no?
Peace out to all the old ladies out there.
Oh no, you got the old lady at home. What are you talking about? Don't make the girls jealous.
Sorry, peace out to the wifey.
Yeah, the wifey. Peace out to her. And then what are you saying to all the peeps out? You got the family you want to say goodbye to, Kage?
I'm just gonna say hey and bid you good night.
Don't make it a dog show. And good night now.